Hey guys, Nocturne here. Welcome back to the last episode of Hollow Knight. As you can see, I'm still a cheating cheat phase. Although the only one I have on now is the 99 charm slots. So we're just going to head right for the end of the game, because there's other stuff we could do, but... Whoop. But, you know, we can just stop. We can just end it here. Move on to other things. And I took a hit already. Good. And look who's here. I'm impressed, little ghost. You've burdened yourself with the fate of this world, yet you still stand strong. To break the Dreamer's seals would alone be considered an impossible task. To accept that void inside yourself, that casts you as something rather exceptional. The path is opened. One way or another, an end awaits inside. I won't be joining you in this. That space is built to sustain your likes. Its bindings would drain me if I were to join. Don't be surprised. I'll not risk my own life in your attempt. Though if the moment presents, I'll aid as I'm able. Is that it? Ghost of Hollowness, you possess the strength to enact an end of your choosing. Would you supplant our birth accursed sibling, or would you transcend it? Could it achieve that impossible thing? Should it? So do you have anything else to say? No. Okay. Alright, in we go. So we get a final bench. And we get one last little lore tablet. Vessel. Though bound, you shall know the state of the world. Hallownest will be whole again. Completion percentage viewable in inventory. So if we go to our inventory now, we can see that we have completed 88% of the game. So yeah, I don't have the most powerful nail. Still have a pale ore. Still got 6 rancid eggs. And I still got this stuff that I haven't sold yet to, what's his face? And here we are. This is where the knight himself is. And all we gotta do is break these chains. And then once you break this last chain, there's no turning back. It's time. Nope. No, no. So yeah, he is full of the infection. And he uses it quite a bit to try to attack you with it. Especially this part. Where he just starts stabbing himself to let more of it out. Whoop. But now... once that happens, you can use the dream nail, and you end up here. And in here is my favorite visual in the entire game. The very sun itself unfurls. And it's time to fight the source of the infection, the Radiance. The only bad thing about the Radiance is every attack she does takes 2 hits off of your health. As you can see, she's not here to mess around. So once you get her down once, she goes to the next phase of her fight, which is a little more perilous. Because now you're here. In a place where there's a lot of... the whole bottom is a bottomless pit now. Whoop. Wait a second. Whoop. There we go. Now we just gotta dodge the lasers. As we see all of the other little guys coming up to us. There we go. And there's the Hollow Knight himself. And now we finish her off. We shed our physical form and become pure void. And just take her down. So that her light can't infect anything ever again. Darkness fades. Hornet is still there. However, we are not. And all the other shades just descend back into the darkness because they're not needed anymore. And that's Hollow Knight. A really, really amazing game. It does get a little too difficult in some parts, but that's okay. So now, the backstory of this game. You don't get it, through the gameplay. You gotta really suss it out by talking to everyone and things like that. Basically, the Radiance was a being that the moths that the seer is from worshipped. But then when the Pale King arrived and gave sapience to all of the bugs that were in the area, they stopped worshipping the Radiance and began worshipping the Pale King, which made the Radiance weaker. However, a few of them still worshipped the Radiance, and this made the Radiance survive, but inside the dreams of the other insects that were around. So very slowly, she started to infect the minds of the bugs that were around that she could reach in their dreams. And this is where the infection that comes in, the orange infection, comes from. It's her will asserting itself over the other insects and taking over their minds. So, the Pale King created shades out of the void material that was in the abyss, which we're one of those. And he created one specifically to contain the Radiance, because the Radiance could only influence something if it had, a mind to influence. And since the vessels and the Hollow Knight himself didn't have a will of its own, it was the perfect way to, contain the Radiance. Somewhere along the line, though, the Hollow Knight was able to get a will from somewhere, I forget how, and this made the Radiance be able to take over it, and they had to seal the Hollow Knight away. Congratulations. Well done on achieving this great feat. You persevered and you triumphed. We hope you enjoyed yourself in the world of Hollow Knight. We'll meet again soon on the road ahead. Press any button to continue. So, what we got? 88%, almost 23 hours. Unlocked Steel Soul mode, which is, you die, the game's over. You can still save, but you can't die even once. So let's go back. And yes, the vessel we're playing as escaped from the abyss, and because the vessel is completely devoid of anything inside of it, they're the only one that's able to defeat the infection. Or, as we'll see in a bad ending, Basically replace the Hollow Knight. That took shorter than I thought it would. There's the button I'm looking for. Okay, there's no more grubs here. There's a bunch of grubs in Crystal Peaks. There's the Coliseum. There's one grub in the hive. So let's see, how many are left? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 10 grubs. Let's see. Yeah, Crystal Peaks doesn't have a tramway. Spirit's Glade, I don't think you can get that guy that's in there. Oh yeah, I wonder if Zote survived. I guess we could try to find him. See if he lived or not. He'll either still be grumbling wherever he was, or he'll be a corpse. Let's see, where was he? I think he was in that room by the hot springs. Oh, there's another area too we haven't gotten to yet down there. I probably should have done the bad ending first, but that's okay. Yeah, let's go this way. Somebody stepped on something. This away. Start heading down from here. Yep, right in the spikes. That takes talent. Oh. I didn't know this was here. Might as well. This is a big room. We'll keep going around. Okay, now that's the end. Alright. We gotta look for the other ones. I don't want to leave it half finished. Yep, there's one. There we go. One down here. Whoop. Nope. Nope, got hit for nothing. We'll wait for the health to come back. Ah, he was hiding a few. Alright, there's still some left. You're gonna be in the middle areas probably. There's one. Go. Let's see. Any in here? Nope. And I know I didn't get all of them because there's still lights around. There we are. Okay. Still wasn't all of them, huh? And then. Alright, well. I'm not gonna go crazy just looking for one of them. Nope. A little higher. There we go. Of course, I'm nowhere near a bench. Oh, there's a bench over there. Nope. So was Zote in here? No. I don't think so. Keep looking for him though. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah, this is where the doppelganger of us was that we were chasing. And then we stopped. And this just leads back up. Alright. This probably is bad. Oh, there's us. Hey, us. Oh. Huh. Yeah, that's not good. He is crawling with the infection. Yeah, safest place to be is in these bottom corners here. When he's running around, not when he's jumping. Except when that happens. There we go. Got him. Get that shit out of here. And for beating him, we get a pale ore. So now that's 2 pale ores. And now, of course, we need to go all the way back. Excuse me. Let's head back up. Yeah. Go. Let's see. Where was he? He's probably dead by now. If I go up from there, I can grab one of the grubs that's missing. Nope, I need to keep going up. Stop that. Oh, it's right here. Whoop. There he is. There we go. Alright, the other one is up there, off in the distance somewhere. Oh, let's go for it. There he is. He's still alive, too. There he is. How do I get in there, though? Oh, looks like there's a pathway to get in there from the other room. There we go. Maybe. Let me see how to do this, because I do want to save the little shithead. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me check something here. Alright. Okay. Now, let me see where they go here. Okay, if this video could get to the point sometime soon, that would be great. Alright, there it goes. Okay. Okay. I have seen what needs to be done. So we need to go up and around. Down here. Yep, door's all locked. Yep. There we go. Okay. There he is. Hello. Boy, what are you doing, you clumsy little oaf? Swinging your rusty little nail around in the darkness? You almost struck me, and if you had, it would have been the end of you. Trust me. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. My weapon, Life Ender, has struck down hundreds of foes. Be gone, or you'll be next. What are you really thinking? So the kingdom was hiding this dark nest full of deadly predators. Well, now the deadliest predator of all is here. Zote the Mighty. Are you lost in these dark tunnels? I don't care. No, I won't lead you out. I know the way due to my powerful memory, but I only travel alone. Be gone. Okay. Haha. Alright, now. I need to get the hell out of here. Ooh, what's this? King's Idol. Nice. Okay, and that leads me back. Yep, back here. Alright. Alright, I desperately want to get the hell out of Deep Nest, because this place stinks. Go. Man, this place. Hell. What's down here? Ah, we couldn't pass that last time. Now that we have invincible dashes, we can clear through this area. Ooh, Sharp Shadow. A new charm. What does it do? Contains a forbidden spell that transforms shadows into deadly weapons. When using Shadow Dash, the bearer's body will sharpen and damage enemies. So now, you can use your dash to damage people. Okay, and I think that's it for here. squat. Yeah, your shadow dash does have a cooldown period, which you need to be aware of. Okay. Yeah, let me just take the tram here. Yes. Alright, so we saved Zote, which is always a plus. And this should be, yep, in the ancient basin, which means there is a stag station right around here. Here. Alright, let's go to Dirtmouth for right now. Alright, and let's get that bad ending. I mean, of course, you know, there's tons of stuff that I have not done, but that's okay. I don't want to show off everything. Oh, Conifer is up here. We'll just buy everything. After more supplies, you've already bought so much. Unfortunately for now, you've cleaned us out of anything worth selling. Conifer will no doubt be pleased, although I do wonder what he plans to spend all that geo on. Conifer's home at last, but look at him, he's exhausted. He always does this. Furiously charts a place and then collapses once he's done. He'll be sleeping for some time, I imagine, so even with him home, I'm still lost for company. But I do love this bug, even his faults. Seeing his passion for maps, it's something of an inspiration. Corny keeps asking me to join him on his adventures, and I've always declined. Maybe next time I should accept the offer. Well, you know, I'm here. Okay, let's head down. Face tanked that one. Alright, time for the bad ending. One of the bad endings, anyway. I can't get all the bad endings because some of the bad endings require you to fight the Hollow Knight before fighting, before getting like the Void Pin and Void Charm and that stuff. Oh, look, here he is. You don't have to undo his chains again, which kind of sucks because I kind of like that part. Just gonna face tank him. So each time he roars, he changes to a different phase of the fight. let you get free hits on him when he does that. So now this time, instead of using the Dream Nail, we're just gonna keep hitting him. Now we need to do the ultimate focus. Pull all of the infection into us, like we were born to do. And we pull everything into us, as you can see. Unfortunately, we kind of neglected the fact that Hornet is still inside here. So now we've been sealed. And since Hornet was descended from the Dreamers, her face is on the seal. However, she is trapped inside with us. So, that does kind of lead to a interesting conundrum. If another shade were ever to get out, how exactly would they be able to stop the Hollow Knight? Because the person who can break the seal is inside of the sealed temple with them. Alright, can I... Nope, can't skip the credits, that's fine. Yeah, and there's other endings. There's like an ending you get if you talk to this like weird mushroom thing that pops up every now and then in the game. Now, there's still lots of stuff you can explore in this game. But as for me, I'm gonna call this playthrough done. Turn that off. I guess now I can do Hyperstone Heist. Wait for the credits to go out. And then I'll switch games over. You still get the same congratulations message, even if you get the bad ending. Oh, now it's 90%. I gained an extra 2%. Okay. So it's saved that. Okay, we get a special screen, title screen here. In fact, there's a bunch of different things here. There's Infected, there's Void, Void Heart, Classic, the Hidden Dreams thing, the Grim Troop. These are what you get with the different DLCs. Lifeblood, Godmaster. I think for now, we'll end it here with this. I'm going to turn off the local recording. And I'm going to make a note that it's been exactly an hour for when I, divide the stream up.